Downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
Winds are whipping out there with some sunshine. The blue skies have some cold air for a couple of days, making for a chilly afternoon. We'll look at how long it lasts.
Plus, a 6-year-old girl found all alone with her baby sister in a house with no heat or lights, and now they're with family while their mother is in jail. And extra police patrols are out today in a downriver community after a man tries to abduct a teenager on her way to school. That 13-year-old was on her way to a convenience store, actually, in Wyandotte to meet up with one of her classmates' mothers when she says that a man in a white van approached her as they're waiting for that mother to take them to school. Now, this happened Wednesday morning around 7:30 on 4th Street. Local 4's Nick Monticelli is joining us live now this morning. So, Nick, what happened when the girl refused to get into the van?
Well, so what happened was that man actually became more aggressive, got out of the van, tried to get her again. She ran away from him and got to her friend's mother. They were on their way to school here to Woodrow Wilson Middle School here in Wyandotte. Fortunately, it turned out as it did. But again, there are extra patrols around this area and in the neighborhoods because police would like to know who this guy is.
They said that it was a white male in his 30s or 40s driving a white van.
There are likely more parents dropping off their kids in Wyandotte today, and the conversation,
yeah, I'm always nervous. It's very scary.
Is one that no parent wants to hear.
Sometimes I have my daughter walk, but not no more.
Like most parents, Sanrita Jones already knows about the attempted abduction of a Wilson Middle School student on her way to school yesterday. It happened here in a quiet neighborhood at 4th and Bondi in the northern part of Wyandotte. The 13-year-old was walking to meet a friend for a ride to school. That's when a man in a white van approached her and told her to get in his van. When she refused, he got out, but she took off running and came here to a Circle K on Goddard where a friend's mother was waiting.
I do think it's important for all of us to pay attention, and it sounds like the girl was taught very well because she did what she should do.
The suspect's description is incredibly vague, but if anything, this reminds us to talk to our kids, preparing them just in case.
Yeah, it might be a little bit scary, but it's realistic, and so you need to be upfront with them, and you just need to see it in a calm manner, and just know that they are safe, they are protected, but if this does happen, they need to be aware of what to do.
Good advice from the principal here at the middle school. It's been interesting. I've been talking to parents. They say they're on Facebook groups, even some on Twitter, all talking to each other, looking out for white vans. One man came up to me and said there's one right around the corner. That turned out to be just a guy who lives in his house, and that was his own van. But either way, if you know something or saw something suspicious or see something suspicious, please call the Wyandotte Police Department. We are live here in Wyandotte. Nick Monticelli, Local 4.
And Nick, do police believe that this was a one-time incident, and are there any leads yet on the suspect?
You know, I think that's the part they're afraid of. They just don't know yet. They do have a decent lead, but it's not going to, well, we're not sure how far it's going to take them. There was a bus driver who actually saw maybe the tail end of this encounter, and police believe once the suspect realized there was a bus driver watching him, he took off.
Well, hopefully somebody else saw something and has a better description of the suspect, that van, and hopefully we can get to the bottom of all this. Nick, thank you. In other news, a Detroit mother was in court today accused of leaving her 2 children at home with no electricity in the house and no heat. 25-year-old Sarah King, who's pictured here on your screen, has been charged with 2 counts of second-degree child abuse. On Saturday, King's 6-year-old and 8-month-old daughters were found home alone while she went to work. Now, while she was gone, the 6-year-old was found by neighbors screaming outside of the porch. The neighbor called police, and when they got there, they discovered that the girls had been left in terrible conditions. The children are now staying with a relative. And on Detroit's west side now, police are searching for a gunman who shot a man to death outside of a motorcycle club. The 34-year-old man was shot outside of the club on Woodrow Wilson near the Lodge in Davison earlier this morning. Investigators believe that he got into some sort of argument, and that's when those fatal shots were fired. Police are still gathering information about a possible suspect, but if you know anything, Detroit police want to hear from you. Some good news coming from the city of Detroit now, as sources are telling Local 4 that Microsoft is getting ready to open a new office here in downtown Detroit. Bedrock Real Estate is expected to make the announcement tomorrow. Oh, and One Campus Martius building, Mayor Mike Duggan and Dan Gilbert will both be there. And at this time, it's not clear when the office will open, but that announcement is set for 8:30, and you can watch it live on clickondetroit.com. Well, yesterday we got a chance to see the sun, but it hasn't warmed up much since a chilly morning from earlier today. Brandon, it's a big day in the weather office because we know it's Groundhog's Day.
Yes.
We know that the party had already happened, though, this morning.
Well, you know, it goes on all day. Let's just face it. We love to have fun and celebrate these little weather-related holidays. Groundhog Day today, feeling every bit of winter. So at least we're hoping the blue sky helps out a little bit for the spirit. 24 degrees at Metro, 20 in Howell, 20 in Pontiac, 21 in Port Huron. We have a temperature change comparing right now, low 20s to 24 hours ago, and we're 10 to 15 degrees colder, not even counting the wind, and that is a 10 to 20 plus mile an hour sustained wind constantly blowing. So your wind chills, single digits. Ann Arbor right now feels like 6. Howell feels like 5. Feels like 9 in Harrow, Ontario, and 7 is the wind chill temperature right now in Mount Clemens. So you know what to do. We need hats and gloves, cover the exposed skin, and make sure we have the layers if we're going to be outside. It's going to be breezy the rest of the day. Still sunshine mixed with some cloud cover, and nothing more than a flake or flurry or two. We'll take a look at Groundhog Day forecast coming up. Will it be a long winter?
Alrighty, Brandon, thank you. One person is dead after a 2-car accident in Bloomfield Hills this morning. This crash happened around 7 on southbound Telegraph right at Square Lake Road. That's where an SUV rear-ended a van that was stopped at a red light. The driver of that van was not hurt. The SUV driver had to be taken to the hospital, where sadly she was pronounced dead. And at this time, it's unclear what caused the crash as police continue to investigate. Well, a former police officer is expected to enter a plea deal next week after he allegedly took bribes while serving as a New Haven trustee. Christopher Craig Miles is accused of taking a $5,000 bribe in exchange for his vote on a contract with Rizzo Trash Company. Craig Miles is expected to appear in court next Monday for a plea hearing. Along with Craig Miles, former New Haven trustee Brett Harris is also expected to appear in court. He is charged with accepting $11,000 in bribes from the same undercover agent. Well, tickets for Kid Rock's 2 extra shows at Little Caesars Arena are now on sale. After tickets for Kid Rock's first 4 shows sold out, 2 more shows were added for September 19th and September 20th. Tickets for those shows went on sale about 2 hours ago at 10 a.m. They range in price between $20 and $75 a piece, and they can be bought at Ticketmaster.com, at Fox Theater, or at Joe Louis Arena. All right, Local 4 News has a lot more to come here at noon. A frantic search is underway now in India. Find out what's being done to find survivors after this building collapses. And the prison hostage situation in Delaware comes to a deadly end. Now we're learning how it all started. But first, a reportedly heated phone call between President Trump and the Prime Minister of Australia has caught the attention of the rest of the world. We'll tell you why the president is calling it his worst call since he took office.
My wife.
All right, welcome back. President Trump has slammed a refugee deal with Australia, calling it, quote, dumb. And it comes after a Washington Post report of a heated telephone call with Australia's Prime Minister threatened a rare rift in ties between the 2 staunch allies. Lucy Kavanaugh reports.
Well, this is a skirmish between 2 close allies. The Washington Post reporting an explosive conversation between President Trump and his Australian counterpart. Donald Trump reportedly complaining that he would be killed politically for standing by this refugee deal, accusing Australia of trying to export the next Boston bombers to the United States. The president tweeting overnight after this Washington Post story came out, "Do you believe it? The Obama administration agreed to take in thousands of illegal immigrants from Australia. Why? I will study this dumb deal." Now, we should clarify that these are not illegal immigrants that we're talking about, but refugees, not thousands, but roughly 1,200 refugees that the U.S. was going to look into accepting after vetting from an Australian detention center. Mr. Turnbull, the Australian Prime Minister, downplaying reports of a clash, telling a radio station this morning that Mr. Trump did not, in fact, hang up on him and that the White House will stick to this deal.
The report that the president hung up is not correct. The call ended courteously. And as far as the nature of the discussion, It was very frank and forthright.
Again, these two countries have historically close ties, sharing intelligence, fighting alongside one another. More Australian soldiers, in fact, helping in the fight against ISIS in Iraq than any other American ally. So this could have some devastating consequences for the relationship going forward if it's not smoothed over. Lucy Kafanov, NBC News, London.
Was committed to investing in us. But I know that's not the case for every student in every community.
It appears Betsy DeVos's bid to be President Trump's Secretary of Education could be in jeopardy. Yesterday, two Republican senators announced that they would not be voting to confirm her. Right now, DeVos's nomination faces a 50-50 deadlocked Senate. And if the current vote count holds, it would set up a tie-breaking vote by Vice President Mike Pence. A vote on this is not expected until tomorrow. This hostage situation at the Delaware State Prison ended this morning, sadly with one hostage dead. That situation started yesterday morning when prison employees were taken hostages by inmates. Now, after hours of negotiations, authorities finally breached the prison around 5 this morning, where they were holding two of the hostages. One of the men was rescued. The other man, Sergeant Stephen Floyd, was killed. A news conference was held this morning where authorities said that they're doing everything they can to find who's responsible.
The best way that we can honor Sergeant Stephen Floyd is to do this work diligently, together, and expeditiously.
A motive at this time is still unclear for this hostage situation. Up to 120 inmates are being treated as suspects. And at least 18 people have been rescued so far from under the ruins of this collapsed building that was under construction in northern India. The 6-story building in Kanpur collapsed on Wednesday, killing at least 5 workers. The National Disaster Response Force and the Army are out on the site working today, working to clear the rubble and search for workers who are feared trapped under the debris. Unfortunately, building collapses like this one have become very common in India because of lax regulations and substandard materials.
New at noon.
Well, it's Groundhog's Day, in case you didn't know. And coming up, we're going to take you to Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania to see if Phil saw his shadow. Brandon?
What about Woody and Howell? We have that for you as well. Staying on the cold side, a few flakes and flurries to our west. We'll look at temperatures, snow chances all the way through the Super Bowl weekend and beyond right here next.
Missing for more than 60 days.
I talked to her. You know, are we going to find you today?
Danielle Stislicki's parents sit down for a rare conversation about the disappearance of their daughter.
And that hope of her being alive, even though it's scary to think it's winter time, it's been 2 months, how would she be cared for?
And police share the one piece of evidence that could be critical in solving the mystery. Where is Danielle? The Defenders tomorrow at 11.
See.
What sets
3, 2, 1. Oh no! She is not coming out. She has seen her shadow, and we are getting 6 more weeks of winter, folks.
No. But if she didn't come out, did she really see her shadow?
It's, you know, it's different in different locations. So we're not shadow-based here in Howell. It's whether or not she comes out of her hiding. If she doesn't want to come out, it means it's cold, 6 more weeks. If she comes out, she's saying spring's early, but
maybe they should rephrase that. This is how we do it here in Howell, and of course, the same thing happened over in Pennsylvania, right?
Yeah, 6 more weeks of winter, Punxsutawney Phil.
Does that make you happy or sad?
I don't know. Neither.
Either way, we're going to have 6 more weeks of winter, right?
I think I'm one of those rare people that if we're going to get winter, I'd like winter. I'd like snow. I love the snow. And we've had a couple of years, not this year or last year, where it was really bad. But, you know, I'm not looking for that. But I'd love some more festive snow. I love forecasting snow. And so we'll see how it goes. Woody says 6 more weeks of winter. This happened at 8:15 this morning. And yes, Punxsutawney Phil also. So tell you what, Majority rules. 24 degrees out there. Looks and feels every bit of winter. You get the sunshine glaring off the snowpack, and west wind is 18, so the feels like temperature is 10. The wind chill is 10, and many of your suburbs or your neighborhoods are in the single digits, and we say that because it's dangerous when you combine today and tomorrow. The wind chills are going to be sort of relentless. You don't want to be out in it without having the proper layers and protection. You can get frostbite and hypothermia. We've had some mild stretches, and we take it for granted sometimes, right? 25 degrees, so we're not moving much more. Sun, clouds, probably a little bit more cloud cover at times through the afternoon, with a few flurries possible. Those breezes staying with us as we head into your Friday as well. Down to about 12 degrees overnight with some harmless high clouds blowing through, and wind chills by Friday morning, 5 above to 5 below. So it will be a chilly start to your Friday. There are those flakes and flurries well to the west right now. Kalamazoo, Grand Rapids getting in on it, and with the strong winds, relatively dry air in place. Normally we'd see chunks of lake effect snow. This is on the lighter side, although a couple of snow showers in there are a little bit heavier. Big area of high pressure moving in. This is a stable weather maker, so we expect nice weather again tomorrow and Saturday, but we're still seeing the clockwise flow around this, carrying in the cooler air over this area of high pressure. As we get into Saturday, that high will be east of us, and that clockwise flow around it will start to bring in some slightly warmer air, so at least back into the 30s as we head into the beginning of the weekend. Really don't have a whole lot to show you here on the computer model, so let's get right to the 7-day. We have an identical day tomorrow with wind chilly conditions, and we just warn everybody, especially early in the morning, to make sure we are protected. Saturday looks real nice. Some light snow as we head into your Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday morning, Evrod. Shouldn't be a big deal, but we are looking at a system on Tuesday that could be. Some model data early is saying significant snow Tuesday morning to maybe some freezing rain and a wintry mix.
We know you'll keep an eye on it. Brandon, thank you. In your good health this afternoon, there's new research that finds insomnia might increase the risk of asthma. Researchers in Norway tracked the sleeping habits of nearly 18,000 adults for over a decade, and those with chronic insomnia were 3 times more likely to develop asthma than those without sleep problems. In fact, sleeping poorly just a few nights a week increased the risk of asthma by 94%. Still ahead here at noon, a military father surprises his 2 daughters. We'll show you how he pulled off the big reveal without them knowing a thing when we come back.
Replay.
All right, finally here at noon, whenever military parents return home, it's always an emotional moment. And this one from San Diego is no different.
The sailor had been across the Pacific Ocean for 368 days, but on Wednesday finally came home. His family thought he wasn't coming until March, but he worked with the school to surprise his daughters.
You are the greatest, Dad, because you are so special. I miss you and I love you. Thank you for being my dad. Love, Abella. Will you be my Valentine?
I will be your Valentine.
Daddy!
Oh, man. I love seeing moments like that, for sure. The entire family was surprised by his return, even his 2-year-old son, who shouted out Daddy when he saw him.
I had to shoot one of those once myself, and I was crying.
Oh, yeah.
So I wish you were
totally.
recording it.
Have a great day, everybody.